So, I will be back. I'm going to let this marinate for a minute. I'm going to put the countdown on. Um, I'm going to go take care of this before we start gaming so that I can game until just short of 4 a.m. I will return. I'll put some music on for you. Um, you can see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Of course, there's a fucking typo. Forgive me, but it's it's still kind of weird typing on a laptop keyboard. So, fuck it. I'll change it now. Um, huh. Mothership. Zeta. Okay, it's good. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take this trash out. Welcome to Fallout 3 Mothership Zeta. Um, the uh, the DLC. So I'm going to take care of this real quick. I will be back so that we can do this uninterrupted. Um, yes. And as you can see, Mr. Gomi is now clearly on camera. What you can glean from that camouflage of his. See that new shirt? Yeah. This is classic training too. How's everybody doing? Oh, hold on. Let me put the let me put that on. I'll be right back. I gotta go take trash out. Yes! Alright. It's back. It's it's only Thursday, so only 2 cans that go out. The hey, look, 3 minutes and 50 seconds still left on the clock. That's not bad. My old ass can move. Got a long ass fucking hill to fucking go down and come back up. Yeah, it's my beard in full unbothered mode. So how's everybody tonight? How's your week been so far? I did not realize it was fucking Thursday already until I was coming home and I was like, fuck, I need to bring the trash cans up or down, and then yeah, it's for the Thursday, all right. Went all the way over to make an appearance, and it didn't even work. Didn't work out. It's okay. Meds were delivered. We'll try again tomorrow. Feels good. Ain't nothing like a good fucking a good brush, but especially a good beard brush. This one was from Target. It's nothing special, but it is for coarse hair. If you have a beard that is like mine, or thicker, or curlier, or tanglier, which mine is a combination of all of those. It's sort of like Velcro and straight slash curly hair. Like it's a fucking mess. Um, yeah. So and they're cheap too. I don't remember how much this was. It was probably like $8 to $10, maybe, maybe not even that. But double sided, and yeah, it does the trick. Oh, um, ooh, I something for the business, but I got a new. I'll just show you in a minute. Very, very nice. Yes. But now, my raw zombie tray for work, um, and um, raw zombie metal with smooth edges, brand new. So yeah, one more. Rising from the grave. It's that's pretty fucking dope. Yeah. Hi, baby. Huh? Hi, good girl. She's not in here all the time. Come here. Come here. This is Khaleesi. She's a good girl. She's very, very spicy. She doesn't. We don't see very much eye to eye, but I do like her. I do love her. She doesn't have to be as mean as she is. Um, but you can't blame a person for who they are. Um, you can blame who raised them, but she's not my cat. I just help pay for her food. She is my niece, so that's fine. You don't choose family. But you like Mr. Gomi? I got him his own Spotteroonie, um, and he's got his own chroma key. I've been getting better with learning. How you doing, Merlin? Um, um, I've been working with the chroma key, with the slider options and everything, and getting better at it. As you've noticed, I've been able to key most of the stuff in my background out so that it's just me. Um, um, this whole look, like the green screen, like this is partially some things from from my childhood, growing up watching the newscasters, you know, just do their thing, you know, um, whatever they're talking about pops up in the back of this, behind them and all that stuff. Um, yeah, that's just kind of where the look comes from. And this kind of feels like OBS feels like a broadcast studio. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things that you used to see like in big control centers or in clandestine white box trucks that have all this equipment in it, and then they're in there fucking like pushing levers and pushing buttons and you know what I'm saying, like making things happen. And you go here to OBS and it is that. Um, and there's so much to OBS that I still don't understand. I need to learn how to do masks and things like that, and properly use those. Um, I'm just getting comfortable with overlays and things like that. I choose to do my own. Um, I'm not gonna pay for a fucking overlay package when like I'm not doing enough with scenes and transitions yet anyway, so it's fine. Um, but I do have Mr. Gomi keyed the fuck out. So he's there, and thankfully I have a blue comforter, so I can key everything out fairly well. Let's do a dab. Uh, Grab something to drink, something to smoke, something to eat, get comfortable. We're settling in for Mothership Zeta. We were somewhere along the lines. We've got plenty to do on our way to overtaking the the ship itself, and doing the big finale. Um, Not sure how many of you have played through Mothership Zeta, but it is rather spectacular at the end. If I do say so myself, it is the kind of ending you would want for a Fallout game to have concerning aliens. And the implications of that ending on the game in the future. Uh, there are certain questions that you should or would be asking afterwards. the keys. Anyway, let's do a dab, and then gets to rocking, because we have some ground to cover tonight. Um, my office is complete. Uh, oh yeah. I It can get confusing in Mothership Zeta. I'm usually fairly good at navigating the maze, like keeping my bearings and stuff like that. But like, and you've got to remember to go and visit certain places, like the refuse pile. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain relics that you need to collect, and I need to remember that. It's always in the back of my mind. Um, but when we finally beam back down, we have to move 5 feet to the left or the right and pick up the fucking alien blaster, which I tried to get before we did the thing, but all I would manage to do was grab some ammo. But I did grab some ammo from the mothership, so we'll have a little bit more than you would in the base game when we come back. So, um, yeah. My office is complete. So when I start in not inhabiting, but yeah, I guess inhabiting or using my office space, I'll be able to do some streaming from there with my laptop. AC's been installed. Uh, yeah, that's another thing, sir. Like that's why I'm so thorough trying to get all of the logs. I don't know if I've missed any or not. I try to be as thorough as I can. Um, and that's why like sometimes you see me like going back around and like just checking just to be sure, because sometimes you'll be walking around and you just fail to look down. You know what I'm saying? You just fail to look down, and it's there. You just walk by. So, you know, some of the other weapons are hard to get. Yeah, I know. And I'm always trying to, like, it's why I backtrack a lot, because and it's not FOMO. It's just that, especially in Fallout uh, and Fallout 2 and Fallout 3. Um, and I feel like Fallout 3 was no, New Vegas was the last to have this kind of. I the feel of finding unique weapons. You know what I'm saying? And it changed. It changed when Fallout 4 came out. The magic wasn't quite there. Like, there were some things, but it didn't quite feel like finding the X93 in that bank vault. You know what I'm saying? Or coming across some of the things in Big Mountain. Um, yeah, trying to go back up to the ship. Can you go back in there and look for other things? Where are the fucking keys? Like, like, do you just tell no one what you went through? Like, no, you'd be like, hey, have you seen my other car? It's very weird. But like when you find unique weapons in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and I say that specifically because that's what I have the most experience with. Fallout 4, yeah, but that's because that's why I'm saying this. And in fact, sometimes Fallout 76 feels a little bit better with their unique weapons, but still lacks that flavor. And I feel there it is. It's because the unique weapons and like these big uber weapons, they lack lore connection. You look Fallout 3 in New Vegas, like all those unique weapons, they were tied to flavored lore in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Um, and there are some like I said, like Fallout 4 has some uniques, like Reba too, and there's just some other ones. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's just the feeling isn't quite what it is in Fallout 3 in New Vegas because of the lore connection specifically, I guess. But there's one or two or three or four, I don't know, maybe in Zeta that have nice lore flavor, and everything in Mothership Zeta has nice lore flavor. Really, it's one of my favorites. Um, and my brain deliberately likes to be like, "Hey, slow down on consuming the game." Because, like, theoretically, like, if I did my first time, I consumed Mothership Zeta in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? It was a long sitting, but it was one sitting. Um, there's a lot to to go through in Mothership Zeta, a lot to see. Um, and um, it kind of sucks that we didn't get to hear anything from the astronaut, but I feel like I know why they did it because like if you got to talk to the astronaut, like they would have to. I mean, there's a lot of lore and a lot of information that could be dumped out from the astronaut. A lot of secrets. He could have been an enclave. He could have been the same type of person as Daguerre, the 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 astronaut that you find in '76. And there were other people that were taken from like different. There's a lot of good lore in Mothership Zeta, and like the lore implications, like that extend further into the timeline, like the soldier that is from Operation Anchorage. Like that's fucking fascinating. He was a fucking medic, in a corps of medics, and like he's straight up like they took him from his unit, so like everyone thinks either was killed, captured, or deserted. You know what I'm saying? Um, and imagine like I could see like aliens motherfucking like hanging around during some of our most significant battles in history. Even in the real world, like just like yo, look at them go ham. You see all those explosions? Oh my god, we haven't seen those in 300 years, sir. Yeah, so they're already at atomics. Fuck. It once in some like universal uh uh like council, like a bunch of aliens are like panicking because we're moving too fast here on the third rock from the sun. Um, this little um, planet revolving around Sol. Uh, Let me know, like, if does it bother you by the possibility that we are purposefully sectioned off from the rest of the universe because of our warlike nature? Like we're like under quarantine until we behave ourselves. How would you feel about that? Like if you were like like there's a reason that things don't come and see us, or like, like come down and make first contact with us. And how's your week been? How's work been? How's life? Kids okay? How the pets doing? My buddy Joe just got a new cat. His name is Salem. Yes, he's a black cat. And yes, he's wonderful and he's adorable. Uh, and he's my new nephew. Um, uh, Send me a link. Also, Merlin, you might be interested in an analog I guess analog horror. I guess analog horror adjacent, called the UAP universe. And it's really good. And it's all about like aliens, unidentified aerial phenomena. Um, I don't want to. It's been a while since I saw UAP, but it was good stuff. I do remember that. It's one of my original intro songs right here. Dead Wrong by Jeremy Blake. Get possibly one more read of this. Ooh, so I will start. When I was young, like 7 or 8 years old. Can you hear me? Um, when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I was in my childhood home, obviously. Um, and I was helping my grandmother and my mom pack for vacation. There we go. And I happened to be looking out the window into the backyard, which it was nighttime, so all you would see is you would might see the house, the light from the house, like next door from across, like on the other side of the fence. But you would make out sort of the fence and everything. But on this particular occasion, there was a portal. Big old fucking purplish fucking almost like portals, like a oval shape, and there was a humanoidish figure, which I should say he had a head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. And that was about it. There was nothing identifiable about him, and he was just there in front of the portal. He noticed me and he waved. I turned back around. I turned around to say, "Hey, Grandma, Mom, look at this." When I turned back around, he was gone. Portal and everything. So like that is all. That is the only really, really fucking creepy shit that I've seen. Like extraplanar or extra dimensional things like that. I have seen some other like spooky shit. Um, I've seen a um, so you know how emotions can have presence, right? And if an emotion is expressed uh, often and deep enough in a certain location, those emotions can imprint themselves on the environment. Um, it so there was an experiment done where they had um, ice crystals, and on each ice crystal was a different um, word for a different emotion, and all of them had different formations. I would look it up because there's probably a little bit more to it than that. What I'm saying is that emotions can definitely impress themselves on persons, objects, environments, like any number of things. Um, when my buddy Verse was still with us, um, this was none of those. At the closest thing that you could possibly call it was a poltergeist, because it was the concentration of an emotion. That's what I was getting to. When I used to live with my buddy Verse, he had diabetes and he was not safe to live on his own. And I lived with him for about a year looking after him. I was out of work and needed a place to stay anyway. So it kind of worked for both of us. And I'd done uh, um, caretaker, not caretaker. When you look after somebody, doesn't matter old or young, like, caregiver. There we go. I've had caregiver experience before. I'm decent at it. I do not have the patience. And that's if you don't have the patience and the pure love, then you don't need to be in the caregiver business at all. Um, but I was sleeping in the living room, and his cat Marishka was with me, and she was laying in the bed with me, and we were in the living room, and facing the kitchen, and um, me facing the kitchen versus bedroom was on the left. His door was closed, and there is a walkway from his bedroom through the kitchen to the front door. Now we're laying there. It's 3, 4, 5 in the morning, somewhere thereabouts. Might have been, yeah, somewhere about there, because we didn't have anything to do. So, trying to get to sleep, and I see Verse walk from his doorway. Doors closed. Well, actually, it wasn't. It was sort of like starts at the kitchen, like the break in the line of sight between the his doorway and the kitchen doorway out of sight. So like like you just saw this shade of verse walking through the kitchen, and I knew I wasn't tripping because I could see like Mariska was looking with me. She was tracking him through the fucking kitchen. Mind you, the fucking door is closed. He's still in there. I can hear him fucking snoring. So, yeah, and that was like a repeating phantom type shit. Like it's not a ghost. It's not a spirit. It is the manifestation of his. This is a manifestation of. I don't want to say his depression, but I kind of do because it was his like, because that's because he used to pace, and that was his track. He would pace from the doorway to the kitchen to the fucking front door and back. Which is why I say phantasm or poltergeist, because that's the closest thing that you can ascribe that to. So those are the two. Those are two concrete paranormal things that I have witnessed. That like didn't take any kind of like gymnastics for my brain to get around. I understood what I was looking at. Even the portal, like you kind of like, oh, that's not natural. Like like that's something from beyond. Didn't fucking feel like an alien, like the in front of the portal or anything like that. Not an alien. It was more like a multi-dimensional or extra-dimensional being. Fucking waved at me like it was like, "Hi, traveler." You know what I'm saying? Like like I'll see you when I see you. Um, you don't. I didn't get that "ooh" type fucking shit. Like it was cool. Um, I've seen other like some other weird stuff. Like one time I used to live in Fort Washington, Maryland. And there's weird shit there anyway. Um, because you're so close to installations. There's a lot of things that go on in that area, but also, um, and it was probably a natural phenomenon and an optical illusion. But there's a part of Riverview Road that used to have an airstrip, so there was a lot of open land, like looking right out on the water. Um, because remember, we're coastal. Um, and you got a really good view of the fucking sky. You know what I'm saying? That wide open water view of the sky. And me and my buddy Ray are like we just fucking well, we had already gotten fucking faded. We had gone to Wendy's and we were sitting. This is like one of our spots. You know what I'm saying? One of our smoke spots. Pull up in the air and motherfucking just relax. Like like this is, we grew up around these parts. This is our stomping grounds. Um, and the moon, like, and like I said, like it was probably just like moonset. I don't know, but it descended below the fucking sight line faster than I've ever seen it do before. It was majestic, it was beautiful, it was ethereal, but my buddy Ray still turned to me and said, "Hey, you saw that too, right?" And I was like, "Yup." That was kind of spooky. But that was, like I said, that was probably more just optical illusion type shit, like a harvest moon, or or the super moons, where you know what I'm saying, where that shit just looks fucking enormous and shit. Um, but yeah, two concretes and one just kind of like a celestial event that I got to see, or we got to see. But I do manifestation is another good word for it, Merlin. Um, I still think it was some form of poltergeist, really, because it had his form. Um, and actually, that might even poltergeist might not even be the right word either. I would probably say that it's a repeating. Maybe it is a repeating phantom. Maybe like in Ghostbusters, there's like a class 2 non-repeating phantom. Maybe this is a repeating phantom. This is the concentrated depression, or was the concentrated depression of my friend Verse and his OCD, because that motherfucker had a number of things. Uh, um, uh, Condensed down to this phenomena. And I don't even try to like the intent that you put in words or actions, especially when you repeatedly do those actions or say those words. Um, they leave real marks on the world. Most visibly when you commit them against a person, um, whether it be love or hate or just malicious intent. Like they have tangible effects on the world around them. Like it's. Uh, oh, hey, thank you for that. This was a number of years ago. He was very very sick, but he had a full life, and he did some wonderful things before he left. I do believe he is survived by a daughter, um, and some relatives, but I don't know. Like, he was very secretive about a lot of things. He was a DJ, and a mystic, and a gigantic pothead, among other things. Audio engineer, um, all around good friend. He doesn't come up often, but it's enough to where I'm like, what's up, Verse? How you doing, buddy? Um, sometimes, sometimes a lot of my departed friends pop up in just little visual cues along the way. My buddy Matt, his is a clover. I know he's talking to me when it's a four-leaf clover, which doesn't happen often, but I've found them, so it's whatever. And welcome, Spooky, to the Midnight Tribe. This is the Gnome Show. I've been on my fucking soapbox for 48 some minutes now. I do apologize. Maybe it's more like a half an hour. So, without further ado, let's pull the fucking keyboard out. Uh, the little furry blob thing on the bottom left of your screen, that's Gomi. He is knocked the fuck out right now. Hold on. Let me see. I bet. See, now you can see him better, um, all around instead of like seeing him in a little box. Now you can, yeah, there's my baby boy. Hell yeah. 20 in right now, bro. Welcome, everyone. Um, that's Gomi. I'm Josh. This is the Gnome Show. Um, Merlin, he's been in my chat for quite a while now. Sometimes Bravo jumps in. He's one of my original moderators. Um, I'm on Kick. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I'm most active. Well, I'm active on all three. I'm most active, really, on YouTube because I do a lot of gaming. But how you doing, Face of Isaac? Nice to see you. Um, I do short film first time watches, but usually I can only do those on Twitch and or Kick. Make sure all of you turn on notifications on Twitch and Kick. Go on there, sub, like, share, subscribe, all of those things. They help out tremendously. Um, but when I go live on Twitch and Kick, I usually do a show, and sometimes I bring on my buddy Dion, Lord Dagon, and we do collaborative type stuff. And we usually watch some really cool little short films. I don't preview anything. I see short films pop up on my feed or things that I've put into my queue or my playlist to watch. And then me and my buddy, we watch them. And I'm not here to particularly critique the short films that I watch. I'm a film guy, and I've been watching movies since 1983. So, I'm here to see some good short film goodness. That's what I usually try to provide. And I do end up putting those segments from the stream onto YouTube, but it's broken up into like, you know, installments. Um, but everything is up there on the Gnomish Movie channel. So if you want to see what I'm up to, you can find those in a conveniently placed playlist where I have 400 and some odd fucking short films. You could find something in there that you'll like. I promise you. There's one that has to do with dreams and beds, and it's really fucking trippy. And there are plenty of horror films in there. Some foreign language films. There's all kinds of good stuff. You're like, go check it out. Go check it out. You know, but later you want to be here because we're about to jump into some motherfucking Fallout 3 Mothership Zeta. Um, you know, how is everybody? It's nice to see 20, 21 odd people in here at one time. You know, that's not doing too bad for a Thursday night. Um, gosh, I'm honored. Um, see, I got new new heraldry. It's not mine. I got it from Walmart, but it is all true. I am classically trained. Um, Go Gen X. Um, if you have any questions, what it was like before the internet, I can tell you. It wasn't exactly boring, but we had there was more focus. You know, there was less. There was still distraction, but you had you you had to make your own distraction or go out and seek your distraction, whether it be a book or find something on television. I mean, it was all there, but things were very different before the advent of 1995. Yeah, that's kind of when everything really kicked the fuck off, right? 1995, the internet just went ba-doom. It's like fucking little fucking digital nuke going off in the fucking in the sociosphere. Crazy, crazy. So, thank you. Yes.
Just
So,
stay out of the way of my bullets when I'm shooting the alien. Fine, I get the message. You know, you were warmer when you were
look at that guy. So, you gotta request help from the people around you. Let's go with the cowboy.
What you want? This is a pretty big place, and I've only seen some of it. Always catch me before I see the whole thing. I've seen the cryo lab. That's where they freeze people.
We
and
were
have
just
them
there.
pump and stuff. And the hangar. That has the aliens' flying ships and all the stuff they need to fly them. And the robot assembly is where they build the big metal robots they use. But the real important stuff is on the top of the ship. I've never been there. I think it's from the Earth's past. There are people frozen all over the ship that the aliens grabbed, wearing funny old-time clothes and stuff. Don't worry.
All right, Paulson.
Well, what do you want?
Okay, I think we did recall.
Fine.
I think he. Yeah, he's following me. All right, so where are we going? Destroy the generator and robot assembly. Destroy the generator and then. So I think we need to go down into the robot assembly. That will take us. Yes. Yes, you're coming with me, right, Paulson? Go to the hangar. Let's go. Robot assembly. Yeah. I think we'll go to robot assembly. Ooh, towards the engine. Make sure we're not skipping any motherfucking maintenance level. That's where we just can't. Okay. Alright. Robot assembly it is.
Whoa, hang on a tick. I don't know anything about anything in this section, so I'm heading back to the engine floor.
Oh, alright. So we have to, um, maybe we ask, where's the other people at? Where is everybody? There you are. Hey, stop. Stop! Why are you fleeing? Why are you
If you got something you want, heck yeah. I can take apart and put together a protector with my eyes shut. I'll go with you. Lead on.
Sweet.
No idea what his deal is. Sounds like that gibberish you can pick up on the radio in some parts of the desert.
Um, New Vegas will always be my. Of the two, it has the better DLC. But I wish um, New Vegas had some better verticality. I think I like New Vegas better. Just overall, like doing the just going through the story. Um, it feels, especially if you go, um, especially if you go all the way in one direction or another. I'm never going Legion. I would rather fucking go Mr. House before I go Legion. But like I enjoyed going through the effort of getting the NCR to where it should be. Um, there is okay, so in my New Vegas game, I am in and around the area and part of the game where I can start doing the camp golf stuff. And this time I can do a better job of handling the stuff with handling, um, and not reveal straight up that he was behind the mangling of the intelligence and fucking hampering. Anyway, um, I it's that's really good writing. You know what I'm saying? NCR is peak. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go through so much. Like you have to go out of your way, like to make it even work. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got to handle their problems, and they have a lot of problems. Um, and like I that's what is the the best for me about New Vegas is like they were so thoughtful in their quest design, and you could tell that they were rushed. You know, they did it. You know, they completed a thing, and it sucks they didn't get the rating that they deserved for that extra paycheck, but they completed their job. They made a fantastic game. And overall, I have bigger, better feelings about New Vegas. However, Fallout 3 was my first real interaction with the Fallout universe. First time ever. My buddy Gary, he was playing Fallout 2. Yeah, because I think the first one was in 97, 98, and I don't believe we were hanging out at that time. He was still freshman, sophomore when that was, I think. Um, but I remember him talking about Fallout 2. Or maybe that was Dave. No, I think it was Gary. But but Fallout 3 was where I really met the wasteland and everything. So there is a special spot for Fallout 3 in my heart, especially when you fucking like opened up the vault for the first time and you go outside and you blink into the sunshine. Like the very first time I did that was one of the coolest moments I've ever experienced in any motherfucking game. Like the only other like one that even comes close to that, probably Xenogears. Um, you could argue a few other things like a Resident Evil 2, but like to have that scope of a reveal, like you've been doing all of this, and then all of a sudden you open up and it's a whole brand new thing. And there's a couple of games you could probably say that that's the way you feel about it. But Fallout 3, when you first come out of the vault, that was a particular feeling. It's like the first time you played Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? You'll never ever fucking get that again. And you'll be chasing it for the rest of your life. It's a little depressing, but it's true. It's kind of why I play games like this still. Like I go back and I play good games, and some of it's nostalgia, but other times it's just like, no, this is a fucking enjoyable game, and I hope everybody finds that. Uh, Definitely go get the DLCs, get the Game of the Year edition, because you get a bunch more guns, things like that. I'm sure you could find. I think you can find it on Steam. I'm sure. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Just
yeah, yeah. I don't know. As y'all can tell, I've been branching out a little bit with my games lately. Subnautica, um, Little Nightmares 2. Gotta get back into um, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, because I gotta give that game its fair shake. And we're in the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood end of the things, and we're getting into the main meat of the quest or the game here soon. So, but I have plenty of time. But other games have been coming up on my radar. Tomorrow, um, and this is all like when I say that I can play games at work or stream at work. Sometimes I can, but a lot of times I end up getting interrupted throughout the day, and it's not just it's sometimes it's not conducive. Um, but when I get into my new office and I have some time to sit down in one spot and um, we can do some inaugural type stuff like to celebrate and whatnot. We'll do some other, I'll be able to game like on site. Um, I love streaming here, but I love the idea of being able to chill with you guys anywhere I can. That's one of the reasons I got the laptop, because at this point in my career overall, it makes sense for me to have one. It financially, I was I had the opportunity, and I was able to logically convince my brain, the smarter part of my brain, to come off that guap. And sometimes you can get buyer's remorse about like the purchases you make. Um, I have not gotten that with this machine. It has met and exceeded my expectations. Um, it's an extra fucking hassle to carry. It adds fucking 20 fucking pounds to my fucking for to my gear bag, but keeps me in shape, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 40, 50 pound sack I got fucking rolling around with me now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm getting to the point where I need stuff like this. It keeps me healthy. It keeps me in shape. All right. Okay. So we are going. Yeah. Right. No! This guy's still freaking the fuck out.
How about we start with that teleporter?
One moment, ma'am. Gotta.
Space is incredible.
It
Can
is.
you imagine having stuff like this in a wasteland? It would be a maximum brotherhood skill.
Yeah. I have a feeling that if, like, the Brotherhood even knew about this, oh my god. The level of motherfucking oppression they would commit against the wasteland would be fucking redundant. Oh my god. I do love the blaster gun. What the fuck did I just pick up? Drone cannon. Right. So that doesn't fucking matter. Kill the workers.
All right, now that things have quieted down, I'll see if there's something up here I can push to stop more of those tin cans from showing up. Maybe I can turn off some other stuff too, and maybe I'll find a way back down. You keep looking for that generator.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if this is where they make the robots, we may be able to discover some way to weaken or control them. Be on the lookout for any gizmos or schematics.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sure.
I'll keep your spot warm. Nice. fit. So okay. 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 It's more violent than I thought it was going to be.
Well, that's the last of those bullets. Looks like you've got a problem, though. The aliens have shut down the teleporters, and I can't bring them back up. We may have to look around for another way through. Other than that, go on.
Might have to hop down there. I did some foolish shit. Didn't finish exploring for
That's got to be the generator. Let's destroy it and get back to the engine core.
I believe it is. Make sure there's nothing. Okay.
That ought to give the aliens something to think about. Now let's get the hell out of here.
I'm just trying to see if there's any motherfucking blueprints or whatever it is she was. I don't think so.
Yeah! Only one more of those generators is all you need to take care of. And we can get to the bridge and kick some alien butt. Be careful, miss.
Yes, ma'am. Is there an extra button? So.
So,
We won't be having any of that fuss in here today. You don't know? You got some armor on him. Damn, this motherfucker is fucking tanky. Ah, fuck.
So possible. Hope this is important. Welcome to the bowels of the ship.
Did I miss any? Doesn't look like it.
Welcome to the bowels of the ship. Welcome to the bowels of the ship. Looks like they're repairing something in there.
What are you?
Don't look.
Nicely done, everyone.
Hurry up taking out that last generator if you can. I don't feel comfortable staying near that giant engine core for much longer. He looks like a Japanese samurai. Guess the aliens must have plucked him from Earth a long time ago. I can't understand a word he's saying.
Favorite game overall outside of Fallout? Maybe. Um, let's see. Looking at my Steam list right now. Like I have played some games in the past that that I think were probably some of the best games I've ever played. Um, Maybe Resident Evil 2 because that was like When I had first played Resident Evil, like it scared me quite a bit, and I didn't go back to it for a long time until Resident Evil 2 came out, and then I consumed both games, or like Claire's and Leon's side, and like it was so cool, and like maybe Resident Evil. There's a number of games, some that I've even forgotten. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, the original one, is up there, but Xenogears is up there as well as one of the most memorable games that I've ever played. Super Mario World, that's another one that's like that was very like I wish there was fighting game Soul Calibur 2. I just bought a copy. I found it for 19.99. So like we'll be playing that soon. And I found a PlayStation 2 memory card, so we're moving on up. Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 3, Guns of the Patriots was a really good game. And Metal Gear Solid 4, the one that came out for the PS3, those were both really fucking good games. I enjoyed those heavily. Silent Hill. Um, I wish we'd gotten Silent Hills PT. It's something that I wish we'd gotten to see. Silent Hill 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games out there, especially the first one, because they did so much with so little. Um, yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot. Like there are Nintendo games that like I would probably like to give another go. Um, Einhander was a really good. Oh, ooh, Super R Type for Super NES. That was a side-scrolling shooter. That was a really good game too. Side scrollers and space shooters in general. Those used to be really fun games for me. Um, Cyberpunk, mwah, Chef's Kiss, obviously, but that's like a kind of a. Hold on, shit. There we go. A knockout of the park. Um, Stalker, Stalker 2. I've still got to jump back into Stalker 2 and finish that, but I got to be in a particular mood to play that type of game. Um, Tribes 2 is one of my favorite games of all time if you want to talk about like PvP. Oh man. Um, oh yeah. I, you know, if you could do some like because there are a lot of like developers, small time indie developers that do real good pixel work, like 8-bit looking games. If you could give some like some of the older games like a nice like remaster. um I mean, I don't know. I don't think Nintendo would ever do it, but like the original fucking Zelda, Legend of Zelda, which to this day I kick myself in the chest every single morning for not keeping. Um, in the Diablo-like universe, I'm gonna always choose Path of Exile. Well, Diablo 2 was really good too. And thank you to everybody that's like been hanging out tonight. I see you guys. Like, subscribe, share, follow. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Kick, and I'm on Twitch, and I'm usually active. Not all the time because I'm fucking busy all the time. I have two businesses that I'm trying to nurture. This being one of them, and another one that I'm getting off the ground. And I have a full-time job. Yeah, full-time job. Um, as it is, and try to have some semblance of a private life as well. Um, but I'm still here. So hang out with me, check me out. I've got a lot of fucking content, both super fucking amateur if you go deep enough in my channel, all the way up to like the video gaming that we've been doing lately because for some reason YouTube loves video game content and you like video game content and I'm happy to fucking do some gaming with you guys. And fucking get up here on my motherfucking cracker box and fucking talk. Um, and everybody, make sure you say hi, Mr. Gnome. It's okay, buddy. He's a good boy. He keeps my blood pressure where it's supposed to be. And well, I do have another kitty that's usually in here, but she is back outside. Okay. Um, a recent favorite has been Subnautica, Warhammer Bolt 40K bolt gun. Also Little Nightmares 2. And on my Steam here on my laptop, I have a couple of games that I kind of saved for the laptop exclusively. Um, Actually, it's not on this one. It's on, yeah. I have Jusson, which is another low anxiety but kind of high anxiety for me because it's a climbing game. And normally you're supposed to play it with a controller, but I've been able to do it with a fucking keyboard and mouse. But it gives it an extra, uh, I don't know, anxiety to it. I don't know. It's fun. It's fine. But also, and I might save this for when it's a nice rainy day, but I have Still Wakes the Deep, which I want to crack open, but I have to find the right mood to do it. Um, Kind of about moods when I play video games. I want to be in the right frame of mind, which is why I jump video game to video game. You know, I don't want to force myself to play a game, um, even um, even if there is profit to be made out of it, or like gains of some sort. Um, I would rather just get some sleep if I don't feel like fucking like doing anything. All right, and let's see. What time is it anyway? It is 3:30. All right, yeah, you got a little bit more time. So
Okay, tell me if you need medical assistance.
fair enough.
Not too shabby. No one asked me this dog.
Man, we got grenades and all kinds of shit. Fucking, I guess people have been scavenging. I guess, or I guess this is some of their shit. I don't know. There's a lot more stuff in here than. Oh no, no. I dropped all that stuff. Never mind. Where is this? What the heck? Talon combat. Is there more stuff in here than there was before? Or did I just not look at this stuff? That's a fucking mini. These aliens are taking crazy pills. Crazy pills, I tell ya. Oh, that's a motherfucking... That's a fucking... Oh, shit. So this is your home away from home? Airlock to... Oh, right. Because this is where we're going. Um... Right. I gotcha. Ooh. You know what? Yes. What do you mean you can't? You mean I gotta pay... What's her name? So I don't want that. Yes. So
One more generator. Sure.
fixes my ranger armor. All right. Um,
Only one more of those damn generators to go. We can get the hell out of here.
I don't really think I'm going to be of any use here, so
all right. So this is where. Let's see.
nice.
Do we take? Do we take this guy?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Okay. So it's Paulson that we need to get for the hangar. Hey, Paulson.
Still one generator to blow up. Figure you... Now you...
It's getting to be about that time. I might just cut it here and come back tomorrow night.
Well, I thought I've seen it all. What the hell is that thing?
The hell's what? What? Shit. Oh, that's what he was talking about. That right there. That is a beautiful fucking sight. I will not lie.
Whoa. I don't know what those tall, shiny things are, but I'd stay away from them if I was you.
Yeah, they look staticky. Star Fox would be a nice game to bring back. Um, yeah, there's some games that could definitely use some love. Um, that is a really cool fucking
There's a
alien.
whole bunch of important looking gizmos up there. That's gotta be.
Bangarang, Peter, bangarang. Let's get a nice picture. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. That was spectacular. Yeah. So you know what? It's nigh on 4 o'clock in the morning, and I do have work to do in the morning. I have to go to work. So we're gonna cut it here. And it has been um, 2 hours. That's about enough. Um, I will be back tomorrow night. Um, we who knows what we'll be doing. It could be any one of the games. I don't know. I go with my gut these days. Um, but I will be back tomorrow night, probably around the same time. Probably could be early. I don't know. But I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Really, I do appreciate it. Merlin, you see that number? That's a nice sustained number for a Thursday night. Um, you guys be safe, be happy, be healthy. I love you all. And again, like, subscribe, share, follow, all those things. It helps out. Um, turn on your notifications so that you know when I go live. Um, and there will be a movie stream coming up. I just getting Dion and my schedules to sync up. Maybe this Monday. We'll think about it. Um, but either way, I'll see you tomorrow night. Um, and and I'll probably see you tomorrow during the day if I can, if I have the time. You know, you gotta work, you gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be responsible. And I am responsible for a lot. Um, yeah. Have a great night, guys. I love you. I'll see you next.